Okay, guys, 4.4. There's not too much to section 4.4. It's mostly a lot of plug and chug, but I want to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about is the common logarithm. Okay, so we talked about logarithms. There's some more common logarithms. Okay, the one I'm talking about is this: log of x is equal to really log base 10 of x. Okay, so whenever you see just log x, we assume that's log base 10. That's the log that you'll see on your calculator because it's used most often. So be aware of that. And the other one that's used a lot, especially in calculus, is the natural logarithm. Okay. And the natural logarithm looks like this, ln of x. Okay, so remember these things, these logarithms, they're really functions, and x is the argument, right? That's the thing we like plug in. Now, what this really is the same as is log with a base of e. That's what we assume when we see the ln for natural log. Log base e of x. You'll also see that on your calculator. The ln, that means natural log. Okay, so these are our two basic logarithms. One other thing I want to talk about in 4.4 is the change of base theorem. Okay. Now, if you have one of these TI-84s, TI-84 plus, your calculator may do other bases. It depends. Okay. If it doesn't, the change of base theorem is very useful for you. What it says is for any positive real numbers, x, a, and b, where a is not equal to 1, okay, and b is not equal to 1, the following holds. So I'm going to write down the theorem, then I'll show you how it can be useful. Okay. What this says is that log base a of x is equal to log base b of x over log base b of a. Okay, so notice I was able to change this logarithm from base a to base b, and then just do log base b of x over log base b of the old base. Okay, so why is this useful? Okay, so we're assuming base b is a base that we want to go to. Usually we want to go to either the common or the natural logarithm. So for example, if I have log base 3 of 10, okay, and my calculator doesn't do base 3s, well, I know that that is the same as the log of 10 over the log of 3. And this is something that I can put into my calculator, So that's where this becomes useful. Or I could also write it as the natural log of 10 over the natural log of 3. That I can also put into the calculator. Okay, so this is your change of base formula. Okay, so that should be fine. You can go through, you can work on those. It's mainly plug and chug problems. That's 4.4.